On the previous day, I had explained the respiration or breathing mechanism of humans. Today we will see the breathing of other animals. Okay? So let's see. Different animals have different organs for respiration. Elephant, lion, cow, goat, frog, snake, bird have chest cavity like human respiration. Means all of these types of animals have chest cavity and they respire as like human. But cockroach, earthworm, fish and mosquito, they do not have lungs. As we have, means the human and other animals have lungs, but these small animals like cockroach, earthworm, fish and mosquito, these type of insects or organisms have no lung. The respiration takes place for this organism by other means. Means by some other organs, these type of organisms respire. So now we will see these different types of organs of these organisms by which they respire. So the first animal or the first organism, that is cockroach. Insect like cockroach and grasshopper, like this type of insects, have tiny holes on the side of their body. Means on the side of their body there are tiny holes present. Their openings are called spiracles. Means the openings of these holes are called spiracles. The spiracle on the body of insect are connected to a network of thin air tubes called trachea. Means these spiracles, means these openings are connected to a network of thin air tubes. Means inside this type of insects there are network of air tubes. These air tubes are connected with the spiracle. This is called trachea. It spreads into the whole body of the insects. Means this network is spreaded into the whole body of the insect where the exchange of gas takes place. Means inside this trachea the exchange of gas takes place. So this type of insect respire through spiracle and trachea. Okay? The blood of these animals do not contain hemoglobin. Means this type of insect blood have no hemoglobin. So it is not red in color. It cannot carry oxygen to all parts of the body. So here spiracle is the only organ by which this type of insects can respire. Here you can see the picture. So that in the picture you can see the opening, that spiracles are present. Spiracles are connected with the air tubes called trachea. You can see in the picture. So when you will write this description of the respiration organ of cockroach, you have to draw the picture also. Okay? So now we will see about the respiratory organ of earthworm. Earthworm and leeches absorb the atmospheric oxygen through their moist and slimy skin. So the main respiratory organ of this type of earthworm is skin, because they absorb the atmospheric oxygen through the skin. Because gases can easily pass through the moist and slimy skin, they can respire through their skin because their skin can easily pass, because gases can easily pass through their moist and slimy skin. They absorb atmospheric oxygen through their moist skin and transport it through the blood to the all cells. Means these type of insect like earthworm or leeches absorb the atmospheric oxygen by their skin, because this skin can absorb the atmospheric oxygen, the gases can be easily passed through the skin. They absorb the atmospheric oxygen through their skin and transport it through the blood to the all cells of these organs. So here what we have seen that the skin is the main respiratory organ of earthworm and leech. Now we will see about the respiration of frog. Frog has a pair of lungs. So what have we seen? Frog has a pair of lungs like us. But when they are in the water, they breathe through their moist and slippery skin. Means, as we have known that frog can live in the water as well as in the land also. So when they live in the water, they breathe through the moist and slippery skin. And when they are on land, they breathe through their nostrils and a pair of lungs. Means, when frog live inside the water, they breathe through their moist skin, and when they live on the land, they breathe through their nostril and pair of lungs. So there is two types of respiratory organs present inside the frog. One is skin is a respiratory organ for frog, and also lung is present for the respiration inside the frog. So they have some mature respiratory organ than some insects. Now we will see the most important part of this chapter, that is the respiration of fish. So let's see how fishes respire. Fishes are aquatic animal, means they live inside the water. That's why they are aquatic animal. They have a special organ for breathing. This is known as gills. Here in the picture you can see that this comb-like structure is called gills. This is the special respiratory organ of fish. The oxygen dissolved in water enters the gills. Gills have blood vessels for the exchange of respiratory gases. The oxygen which are present inside the water goes inside of the fish, and the gills have blood vessels for the exchange of respiratory gases. Means gills have blood vessels. By these blood vessels, the exchange of gas takes place. Okay. Fishes breathe by taking in water through the mouth. Means at first fish take water through their mouth. Water goes inside their mouth and send it to the gills. This water they send to the gills. The oxygen from the water is extracted by the gills. Means the water which they have taken from their mouth, oxygen is present inside this water. This oxygen is extracted by these gills and then absorbed by the blood. This oxygen then is absorbed by the blood vessels present in the gills. So by this process, fish take in oxygen for respiration. Okay. Next, this was the inhalation process. Now we will go to the exhalation process. The carbon dioxide produced during respiration is brought back by the blood into the gill. Means the carbon dioxide which is produced inside the blood vessels of the fish then come to the gills, and by the gills this carbon dioxide comes outside the fish body and comes into the water. So this was the exhalation process of the breathing of fish. So what have we seen in this process? Fishes are aquatic animals. gills? Here, blood vessels are present for the exchange of respiratory gases. Means some blood vessels are present in the gills. By these blood vessels, fish take in and breathe out respiratory gases. Okay? Fishes breathe by taking in water, means they first take water through their mouth. This water then goes to the gills. Here, the oxygen present inside the water is taken up by the blood vessels of these gills, and by this process, oxygen goes to the every cell of the fish. Then, after respiration, the carbon dioxide is produced. This produced carbon dioxide comes to the blood vessels of the gills, and then this carbon dioxide comes outside of the fish and comes into the water. By this process, the inhalation and exhalation process of the fish is completed. So this was the mechanism of breathing in fish. When this question will come, you have to draw this picture. Okay? With this explanation, you have to draw this picture. There will be 5 marks from these questions. Understand? Next, we will see the breathing mechanism of dolphins and whales. As we know that dolphins and whales live in water. They are also aquatic animals, but they do not have gills. Like fishes, they do not have gills. They have nostrils, which are called blowholes. So, what we have seen? Dolphins and whales have no gills. They have nostrils. This is called blowholes. These blowholes are located on the upper part of their head. Means on the upper part of their head, these blowholes are located. They breathe in through the nostrils and lungs. Means this dolphin and whale breathe in through the nostril and lungs. They come to the surface of the water to breathe air. Means time to time these dolphins and whales come to the surface of the sea water for breathing. Whale breathes air out of their blowhole. As we have seen here that whale have nostrils called blowholes. Whale breathes air out through these blowholes. This looks like spray. From many miles away, this can be seen. This is done by the whale. So, this is the breathing mechanism of dolphin and whale. So, here we have seen some animals which is not similar in case of breathing like the humans. So, they have different respiratory parts for their breathing. So, we have seen this in this part. Here this chapter ends. So, in this chapter everyone has seen about the respiration of different types of organisms. Today the chapter will be ended. I think everyone have understand about the breathing mechanism of every animals. So that's all for today. If you have any doubt, then you can comment below. And if you have understood all, you can also comment. And everyone like, comment and subscribe the channel so that you can get the video soon. So, goodbye students.